Now to foreign policy and the ongoing tension between the United States and its NATO ally, Turkey. Now, a new report says Turkey is looking to send Russian S-400 missile systems to protect ships exploring for gas to the country's south. Now, the U.S. has already threatened sanctions over the missile systems due to fear it could give away F-35 secrets. Now, Turkey is set to buy the F-35 and has already trained pilots here in the United States. For more on this story and what this could mean for tensions between the U.S., Russia, and Turkey, we turn to former U.S. diplomat Jim Jatras. Jim, I love seeing your face, but this week it has literally been every single day. There has been a different type in a different region of the world. Now we're dealing with Cyprus and Turkey turmoil that's going on there. Break this down for us. Is this really just about gas exploration?
It is about gas exploration, but not just about gas exploration. Let's remember, Turkey's been estranged increasingly from the United States ever since 2016 with the failed coup against President Erdogan, which he blamed on, at that time, of course, the Obama administration and the Gulen movement in Turkey. He still holds that against us. We won't get into all that, but the bottom line, there has been a distance there already over Syria. There's a parting of ways. Yes, it's about gas, but it's also the fact that Greece and Cyprus believe that they have the right to exploit those areas off the southern coast of Turkey as well. There are complex legal arguments about the continental shelf and economic zones and so forth, and that's really where the competition is. As far as the F-35 goes, this unfortunately has been our position with a lot of countries. You buy our stuff or you buy somebody else's stuff, and we'll put the screws to you if you don't buy our stuff.
Well, that's the thing. We're bringing in, obviously, there's large purchases of military equipment, but do we really have to go military so quickly in this type of situation? Why aren't we dealing with this more diplomatically between the two countries?
We don't do that anymore,
Okay.
Scottie. Basically,
it's
our way or the highway. You know, we threaten our closest friends in Europe, like, for example, the Germans, about Nord Stream 2. We want you to buy much more expensive American liquefied natural gas instead. That's freedom gas. So that's the kind of discussion we tend to have with people, unfortunately.
Okay, so the bigger picture on this, the U.S. and NATO is worried that obviously buying this type of equipment is going to open them up for secrets explored for by the Russians. Is a concern valid, do you think?
You know, I think there are technical questions that I'm not an expert enough to say. Yeah, there probably are some valid concerns there. They're probably manageable, but I don't think that's what it's fundamentally about. We don't want them buying Russian weapons. We want them to buy the Patriot. Instead, we don't. Remember, a few years ago, the Cypriots wanted to buy the Russian weapon. The Turks threatened them that they would, militarily, if they bought the S-300s, they were moved to Greece instead. Greece flirted with buying the same system that Turkey wants, and they didn't do it either. So there's a lot of complex threatening going on here over whose weapons you buy.
And is it about the money, or is it about the quality of the system themselves? Does that even matter about the quality, or is it just who's selling it, the seller?
You know, I think the quality is part of it. You'd think it would be all of it for the buyer, but it isn't. A lot of it's just political. Whose friend are you? Are you our friend, or are you their friend?
Show me the money is kind of the theme on this. So should Turkey be able to purchase, or any country be able to purchase, whether we're talking about weapons or gas, from any country, regardless of whatever deal that they're in, or should they be told by a larger, more powerful country who they actually have to belong to and where they spend their money?
If you ask me, if we had a system of respect for sovereignty and state sovereignty, every country would do with what it's in its national interest, come to agreements or try to work out disagreements with other countries. This kind of bullying and blustering and attempt at dominance for purely political reasons, or maybe because some company's making a buck somewhere, it seems to me is not really the way we should be conducting our affairs. In an America First world, I don't think we would be acting this way, but we voted for that, we didn't get it.
Well, that's the thing. And so is it interesting that you're seeing Russian missiles? Are they really what is dividing the relationship between Turkey and the U.S., or was it already strained even prior to this debate?
I think it was already strained. I think this is another shoe dropping here.
I mean, what have they done for the United States? I have to ask. You know, some of the critics might say, what has Turkey done for us?
Well, I think you can ask that about any one of our so-called allies. What have our allies ever done for us? We do things for them. We guarantee their security. How do they contribute to our security? They don't.
Well, I know that you are an ally of the show, and I am forever grateful for that. Thank you so much.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have tons of content for you just like this. For more of RT America's one-of-a-kind news and analysis, be sure to subscribe and never stop questioning more.